Today's video is sponsored by any alcoholic beverage that got me through the last 2 weekends. Welcome to You Bet Your Ass NFL Conference Championship Edition. As always, I want to thank our sponsor, Cheerful Bullpen, not your average quick grab mart. West Side, downtown Portland area next to Providence Park. Well, here we are. After a very long, very strange NFL season, we are finally at the Conference Championship games where, fucking shocker, Tom Brady's back into it. It really is an eclectic mix of conference championship games. On one hand, you have the AFC, where you have very young quarterbacks who are the future of the league for years to come. And in the NFC, you have the older veterans who are fighting it out for arguably their last chance at a championship. Let's cut right into it with Sunday morning's game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. I can't say I'm entirely surprised that Tom Brady's back in a conference championship. He is fucking Tom Brady, and he's really good. And he's really good again. And he's got a really good team. And they're going to pose some serious problems to the Green Bay Packers. Make no mistake about this. The weather, which is probably going to be a non-factor for Tom Brady. He's been here before, and he's played in the cold for multiple decades. Maybe a factor for the rest of the team, but I don't see it hindering the play too much. Tom Brady all-time against Aaron Rodgers is 2-2. So this is a very even matchup and one that we've wanted to see for a long time. Before it would have been only in the Super Bowl, but now in an awesome NFC Championship game. The Tampa Bay offense really is fully loaded. They don't have too many weaknesses, and they will overpower the defense of the Green Bay Packers. On the flip side of that, Tampa Bay defense is playing lights out. Incredible. And it all starts with the defensive line, which is playing and will play much better than the LA Rams, who the entire game could not get pressure on Aaron Rodgers except for a couple times. One play in particular, the go-ahead touchdown to Lazard, where the offensive line stood up the defense in almost an entirely straight line. Zero penetration. When you give Aaron Rodgers time like that in the pocket, he is deadly. But this game comes down to one person. It doesn't even come down necessarily to the play, it's the mental state, and that is Tom Brady. And Tom has always been good in big games. 2 years ago, Tom Brady went into Kansas City and beat the seemingly unstoppable Kansas City Chiefs. Tom is built for these games, and I would expect nothing less than his best play on Sunday morning. The Green Bay Packers, with Aaron Rodgers, are 1-3 in conference games. So Green Bay's no stranger to heartbreak in the NFC Championship. Although this is the first home conference championship game for Aaron Rodgers. But if they want to stand any chance, the offensive line has to stand their ground against the Buccaneers. Rodgers needs to utilize up-tempo, hard counts, and quick passes. Aaron Rodgers is an extremely smart quarterback who can read defenses very well. So he needs to wait for the opportune times to strike. But if he tries to force big plays when they're not there, this defense will eat him up. Given that these are the championship games, we're not going with spreads. We're just going to try to predict the fucking Super Bowl. And when it's all said and done, I just can't trust the Packers here in the championship game. I just can't do it. I just can't trust them. And I may eat shit on Sunday morning, and that's fine. They have no credibility here. I'm sorry, Green Bay. You fucking don't. With all that being said, I have to go with Tampa Bay money line. There's a very, very good chance Tampa Bay wins this game and goes to a Super Bowl, and it could potentially be the 7th Super Bowl win for Tom Brady. Tampa Bay money line. I also like the over at 51, and of course the prop. Cold. Some of these guys aren't used to it. He's going to go to his boy, the big dog, the monster tight end, Rob Gronkowski for an anytime touchdown. Sunday night, Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Hats off to the Bills. Really, hats off to the Bills. Making it this far, going to the championship game, it's astounding. And they are playing so good. Their defense has improved fucking miles. I believe Buffalo is the more well-rounded team. Comparing them to Kansas City, their offense has great rhythm and they execute very well. My big question for this game is Patrick Mahomes 100%? You have to kind of read this based upon the injury, which was written as a concussion, but if anybody watched that game, fucking homeboy got suplexed, got Stone Cold Steve Stunnered, fucking wrapped up. That was obviously a neck injury. I would see a more limited Patrick Mahomes unless they end up being down by a touchdown, being down by a field goal. They absolutely need yardage. It's a fourth down situation. Andy Reid does not want to run Patrick Mahomes more than he has to if he has any desire to use him and have him be healthy in the Super Bowl. Kansas City's biggest problem, and I think the biggest problem going forward against the Buffalo Bills, is they score so quickly. They have to extend drives and really control the clock. Maybe in this game, Patrick Mahomes has to be a little bit more of a game manager than 20, 25, 30-yard chunks at a time. Maybe initially do that, start out with a bit of a lead, and then slow this thing down a little bit and just try to eat up a little bit of the clock and keep the Buffalo Bills off the field. Another thing to really look out for is the Kansas City defense in the red zone. They are the worst in the league, and opponents score 76% of the time when they end up in the red zone. Offensively, these teams are very evenly matched. Defensively, I would absolutely give the advantage to the Buffalo Bills if they're going to play as they've been playing in the last two playoff games. They both have incredible weapons on the offense, but they both need to focus on methodical drives, getting down the field, eating up clock. I think it's going to be a different game than we expect in our heads. I don't think this is going to be a shootout. But with Patrick Mahomes potentially not being 100%, them coming off a strange win against Cleveland, and the momentum that Buffalo has been riding with the entire playoffs, I got to take them. Buffalo money line. I love it. I really think they're going to make it to a Super Bowl. I think they have what it takes to beat the Chiefs. And I like them in this game. I like the under as well. Set at 54. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. And I have to ride with him because he's cashed out in the wild card, in the divisional round. Stephon Diggs, anytime touchdown. I really like Gronkowski and Hill to have the first touchdowns in each of these games. Payout is ridiculous. On a $10 bet, you're getting $1,200 back. I would love to see it happen. I'd love to see you guys win an insane prop like this. These games are going to be epic. My prediction, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl 55. Let's have some fun this weekend. Let's win some fucking money. This is You Bet Your Ass, and we'll see you back here for Super Bowl 55.